The legendary Aztec Emperor Moctezuma II presided over a golden age of cultural brilliance and territorial expansion. His opulent capital, Tenochtitlan, dazzled with awe-inspiring temples and bustling markets. But when the Spanish conqueror Hernán Cortés arrived, Moctezuma's curiosity turned to caution. Amidst a clash of civilizations, he navigated treacherous waters, unsure whom to trust. Welcoming Cortés unwittingly led to his empire's tragic downfall. Moctezuma II's gripping tale is one of splendor, intrigue, and the tragic collision of two worlds, leaving an indelible mark on history. 502 years ago, on August 13, 1521, Cortés conquered the Aztec capital. The Aztec Empire subjugated the surrounding tribes, demanding human sacrifices and tribute. So when the Spanish arrived, the surrounding tribes joined Cortés's conquest of the Aztecs. After numerous battles, Cortés's army besieged Tenochtitlan for 93 days, using their cannons to wear them down. When the city finally fell, the Spanish and subjugated indigenous slaughtered and looted much of the city. Cortés's victory destroyed the Aztec Empire, and the Spanish took control with the establishment of New Spain.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis branch of the Great Millstone. And once again, we're here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. Here again with another installment of our series, For Thy Violence Against Thy Brother Jacob, dealing with Hernán Cortés, who you see on the screen, one of the Spanish conquistadors who colonized, who began the colonization of Mexico. And this series is called For Thy Violence Against Thy Brother Jacob, based off of Obadiah 1 verse 10. You want to go ahead and read that?
Obadiah 1 verse 10 says, For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Con, this is talking about the so-called white man Esau Edom, who is Jacob's brother, one of the twins born of Isaac and Rebekah. All right, and he has had a lifelong commitment to destroying Jacob. You know, you get that account where he wanted to do it in Genesis 27, around verse 41. All right, and he's been wanting to destroy us forever. A bunch of scriptures in the Bible. I'm sure they're going to come out during the course of this video. But again, you know, he's put hell on Jacob, especially since he's been in rulership. You know, going all the way back to the Greek captivity. Okay, and then coming back after the Renaissance. But we also know that he had a hell of a lot to do with our demise with the other captivities. You know, when he told where we were when it came to in the book of Judah. You know, under that captivity, he attacked us first as we were leaving Egypt, mainly Amalek, who are your so-called small hatters today, 1948ers. Okay, he did that, and then in the Babylonian captivity, you know, he helped burn down our temples and steal our vessels. Okay, so there's a long history of this bastard, you know, that's been putting hell on Jake. All right, so like I said, we get into this this article here. It's called "The Spanish Conquest of the Aztec Empire," and as we were going through this information, you know, Aztec is an actual byword, okay, because they call themselves Mexica, okay. I found that information this morning, and that byword is actually part of the curses. Somebody want to grab Deuteronomy 28, verse 37, and then look up the definition of the word byword and proverb.
All right, this book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 37, it says, And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So pretty much that's saying, they gonna call us everything but who we are. Okay. Psalms 83 said it would put Israel no more in remembrance. Make us forget our heritage. It was actually Yahweh Hashem Yahushai who took our heritage away from us, according to Jeremiah 17:4. But he used them to do it. Okay, by destroying our stuff. All right, it's part of the curses. All right, you want to get that definition of proverb and
well, I got byword.
Okay,
which is a proverbial saying. It's a proverbial saying, one that personifies a type, and it says one that is noteworthy or notorious.
Mm-hmm. And so when it comes to the Northern Kingdom, like you said, before they were called Aztecs. They call themselves Mexica, but it's truly the tribe of Issachar, okay, or Yashkashar in the Paleo Hebrew. All right, so they call them today spics, wetbacks, all different sorts of names, just like they do Jake with nigger, Negro, Black, Afro-American, African-American, all those different names, except who you truly are. All right. Somebody got that other word?
Proverbs.
Astonishment.
Yeah, get astonishment. Yeah.
It says something that astonishes, a cause of amazement or wonder. It says a feeling of great surprise and wonder, the state of being astonished.
God, and that's where we we are. Like you said, I'm glad you brought the word out of wonder, because like I said, these curses would be a sign and a wonder upon the seed of Israel forever. And that forever, it's a long time, but it's as long as the end of that forever is when we come into the new covenant, get these new bodies. Yahweh shall come back with that salvation. All right. So and that's the thing. You're looking around. Everybody else knows who they are, but there's a problem when it comes to us. All right. All right. What's the other word? Proverb. Did you get byword?
Byword is pretty much the same as proverb.
Okay.
They relate. It says to become proverb and byword, which is commonly spoken. Is just a commonly spoken term.
Okay. So in essence, they're calling us something that we are not. They define us instead of how Yahushua defining us. All right. So I'm going to give a little summary of what you just saw. You just saw a clip on Hernan Cortez and what the Spanish conquest of the Aztec Empire was. All right.
I actually had another word synonym that was astonishment. The word consternation, consternation. It says amazement or dismay that hinders or throws into confusion.
God. And what did it do? It threw us in confusion of who we really are. Okay. So yeah. A lot of that.
That make me think of Lamentations 2, where it says, I can't remember exactly what it says. You mind if I grab it real quick?
Go ahead.
Lamentations, the 2nd chapter, and verse 15. It says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee, and hiss and wag their head, and the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Like going to that state of confusion. See, because ultimately the Lord made us to be a nation, above all nations that are on the earth. But because we transgress against Yahweh and sin, we fallen from that estate. Now we're on the bottom. So that's why the heathens, man, they look at us and mock us, and like Natasha said, it's the city that men call perfection. So we become a mockery. In other words, a proverb, byword, and reproachment. Man, ain't nobody, really. The heathens ain't calling us Israelites. They know we're Israelites, but they're not calling us Israelites. What are they calling us? Niggers, spics, coons, wetbacks, jigaboos, feeders, so on and so forth.
Pretty simple. This is Psalms 44 and verse 13. It says, Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. Like you already mentioned that. There are these nations, like I said, they shake their heads at us, man. Like, man, these people are worthless, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we fail in every way because little them, we're under these curses. For transgression against Yahweh Shema Shah. So that's why we're in the condition that we're in, man.
Con, wasn't it Moab in Ezekiel 25 that had the audacity to call us the heathen?
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So,
Precept.
go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he command thee.
Yeah, that backs up let's say. That's why this curse is upon us to this very day.
Yep.
Go ahead,
It says, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And that's why we're trying to go into Lamentations and you know
Yep.
what I'm saying, what you just read and done. These curses upon us, they can see it.
Yep.
They can see that we downtrodden.
Yep.
It's a big nation.
And it's like you said, a sign and a wonder, and that's why you got a lot of Jake. You see him on social media, like, why are we this happening to only us? That's because that's a wonder. You wondering why?
From Judah on down.
Yep.
Keep reading on.
It says, because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
I think you just mentioned number one. Jake don't want to serve the Lord, and so part of being disobedient. All right, the Lord put these curses upon us. All right, and allow the heathen to overtake us, and for us to serve them. That's why when Esau came upon, we going to Issachar right now again, but Issachar the best workers out of us.
Yeah.
Esau really take advantage of Issachar.
Yeah.
Issachar, all the shitty labor jobs that other Jakes won't do, Issachar do them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And, if I could, not to get too far ahead of you, and I don't know if we may touch it, but some of the rites, the rituals that they were doing, the Mexica, we might go into it. You'll see it plays with why they got destroyed. The part and reason why they were overtaken.
There was never a population of that's something. What we got about something.
Okay. So right now we're gonna go ahead and get into the article. We'll put a link of the article in the description box. It's found on Wikipedia, and it's called "The Spanish Conquest of the Aztec Empire." And before we get into the article, just a little summary. The dates of this conquest by Hernan Cortez were from February of 1519 through the 13th of August of 1521 against the Aztec Empire. Then after that, which we talked about in the previous video, was from 1522 to 1530 against the Purupeca Empire. All right, the location of the Aztec Empire and other indigenous states is what you call modern-day Mexico today. The result of that was a Spanish indigenous allied victory, because they had help from the other people in the surrounding areas to conquer Issachar. All right, and then it goes into the territorial. It was the annexation of the territorial changes. Is the annexation of the Aztec Empire, the Purupeca Empire, and others by the Spanish Empire, and it's the creation of the Kingdom of New Spain. All right. So, okay, we can. That's just a quick summary. We can go ahead and get into the article and have precepts come out along with it. All right.
It says the Spanish conquest of the Aztec Empire was a pivotal event in the history of the Americas, marked by the collision of the Aztec Triple Alliance and Spanish Empire, ultimately reshaping the course of human history. Taking place between 1519 and 1521, this event saw the Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortez and a small army of soldiers and indigenous allies overthrowing one of the most powerful empires in Mesoamerica. It says, led by the Aztec ruler Moctezuma II, the Aztec Empire had established dominance military conquest, and intricate political alliances, a combination of factors including superior weaponry, strategic alliances with oppressed indigenous groups, and the impact of European diseases contributed to the downfall of the short rule of the Aztec civilization. It says the conquest of Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire, marked the beginning of Spanish dominance in the region and the establishment of New Spain. This
If I may, he was the last real strong resistance. Montezuma. They have his crown over in was it Australia or Austria?
God.
You know, he was so Jake fought back.
Yep.
You know, all the tribes fought back. They fought back valiantly, but as you go into the curses, the Lord said there would be no might in our hands.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
I had a precept
Yeah.
too. This is Psalms 17 and 13 because it said they had superior weaponry. All right.
Yep.
Psalm 17 and 13, and it reads, "Arise, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." So, because of the curses that we went through at the very beginning of this, okay, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the sword of the Lord, okay, who's inflicting this this havoc on Jake. All right, so just all of this is under the control of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Precept.
You know, because he says he will not cast away his people, but this punishment is going to be what we want to remember. All right.
Precept. Real quick, this is Genesis 27 and 38. This is the blessing that Esau has gotten, you know, for Father Isaac. It says, Esau said unto his father, this is after Jacob, you know, supplanted Esau for his blessing and ended up getting, you know, the birthrights. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And see, that's why, you know, they commanded and conquering throughout the whole land, man.
Yep.
Because that's part of the blessing, man. They're gonna have the best parts of the world, man, if not all. All right. It says, and by thy sword shalt thou live. See, that goes with that superior weaponry, man. That's why they always have that edge when it comes to weaponry, because that's their blessing. Literally, you know, and we know all blessings are coming from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Yep.
All right, so it's going to be maximized through them. And it says, it shall serve thy brother. It shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Right. So eventually, what they like I said, they won all these conquests and started taking to Jake out, man. You know,
and that sword, you know, today is a modern day gun, but it is any instrument, killing instrument that, like I said, either kills or brings, you know, devastating harm, you know, incapacitating harm. All right.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. It says, Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And, you know, ultimately that happened, you know, to the nation of Israel as a whole, but you know, even also the northern kingdom too. They was put a yoke of iron, a literal yoke of iron around their neck, man. You know, and they were forced into you know hardcore chattel slavery, man. You know, rigorous work, just like how in ancient Egypt, you know, we were literally being worked to death, man. You know, and this time around when Esau Edom came around in the late 1400s, okay, you know, just invading the Americas, you know, and also you know, Central America like Mexico and even you know further south, you know, those islands. You know, he came with the force of the sword. You know, violence, man. You know, just ravishing families. You know, killing or stealing, destroying. All right, that's why, you know, even to this day we have to go to our oppressor for the one of all things, man. You know, that's literal, man. All right, from either you need to get a loan or buying bottled water, man. You know, he literally made it to where you have to go to him for the want of all things.
Yep.
You can't even own your own land. You know, there's if you don't pay taxes, all right, on a plot of land that you think you own, Esau will just come and straight up take it away from you, man.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Then on top of that, you have what's called eminent domain. If they want to take it, they can take it anyway for any purpose, and they did that. You know, especially where you see all these major highways and stuff like that. You know, these man-made lakes. Those were original cities established by Jake. You know, neighborhoods established by Jake, and they took it. You know.
Yeah. So just like Mexico, you know, which you go back now, it's like a lot of touristy. You know, you want everybody want to go to Mexico to see the beautiful lands and stuff. Well, originally it was held by our people.
Yep.
Our people had the whole land. It was beautiful. They had gold. They had treasure. They had you know, just clean water. But they were into wickedness. So in the process of it, the Lord sent forth Esau, so-called white man, the conquistadors, to come through to utterly destroy them. And then now they are, you know, being tributaries to a land to people who now took over the land.
Yeah.
You know.
Because Esau, even the so-called white man, he's like a plague himself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when he comes through, he's rape, robbing, murder, and killing, man. There's nothing good. He's like a pestilence, man.
Yep.
To the earth, man.
Yep.
You
A
know?
walking, talking pestilence.
That's why the scriptures say the hammer of the whole earth.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just want to make a point. You see Esau doing that right now. Okay, they're going down to Mexico, running away from America because they know what's going to happen, and actually complaining about the music that they play. That's to their heritage. You know, they move in and buy even in the restaurants, Mexican restaurants down there, tell them, I don't want you playing this music. What kind of shit is that?
See, that's their blessing, you know, that they got the dew of heaven, you know, everything's supposed to be in their control.
Yeah.
You know?
That was all I had on that.
Right. The next verse, it says, verse 49, it says, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. All right, and you know, that's going into what those Spanish Edomites. All right, you know they came over from the other side of the hemisphere to take Jake down. All right, the northern kingdom, man. All right, with it said with the tongue. It says, whose tongue thou shalt not understand, because what they were speaking, those Edomites were speaking Spanish.
Now, Herman, he was actually advised and was commanded not to go into the land. So he was already rebellious anyway. But in his route to going, he made some conquer. He made conquer the and in the process, he was given slaves, and he actually was given interpreters. And so these interpreters also helped in aiding the connection between the tribes, being able to speak, you know, the language, you know, as well. But there's something that you brought up as far as swift as an eagle flyeth. In Obadiah, we said, for the violence against our brother Jacob, we read the first verse. I got him right here. The first verse, he says, the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord, power concerning Edom. Okay, so I just want to jump to verse 4. He says, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. So just to show you that the eagle in Deuteronomy, he's speaking of just correlating to the violence against thy brother Jacob, who the Lord was also referring to. And in the process of your conquest, mainly over the tribe or the nation of Israel, your pride has exalted themselves on high to the point where you are now considering yourself as a god.
Yeah.
That Deuteronomy 28:49, first and foremost, dealing with the Roman Empire.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay,
Yep.
when you
I was
read
ready to say
down
that.
and it says they shall besiege you, all the things it's speaking of literally happened during the siege of Jerusalem, man.
God.
You know,
Yeah, you got two. You got. When you go into curses, those are different time periods.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know, we can get into it, some other time. But like the brother going into, them are different time periods. And, I'm the one who spoke up. I was getting ready to say something, but it's the spirit you said something. I was getting ready to say it because not only was the Romans besieged Jerusalem, but the Babylonians did too. You know what I'm saying? There's two different sieges. And then we speak about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you got it out.
a lot of things happened during the time of 70 AD. Curses speak about how we would eat the fruit of our womb, the flesh of the fruit of our womb. That literally happened during the siege of Jerusalem. Because it was really it was really Sakari's fault back then that Jacob was dealing with the famine. Because it was like, look, if you ain't trying to fight with us, hey, you ain't gonna have no food, basically. But you got the account of Mary, the daughter of Beelzebub, in the book of Josephus, and it goes into how the famine was so bad, she literally, they pretty much ate her baby, man.
So let's see, going back also Titus, and, the Ark of Titus, Vespasian, as well. Yep.
You got but you can apply that. You can apply that though.
Yeah.
Because the scriptures is twofold.
Yeah.
You can apply that because Esau did do it again.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because that dude, like the brother said, that represents Esau, the eagle. They was known for the even on their weaponry or they what you call it, flags, the banners. They had eagles on them.
Eagle facing both ways.
Yeah. So you can't apply,
Gone. And then
Hey, nothing new under the sun. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
And I was just going to add, they do show you that too on the back of the dollar bill. What they would do. You have the eagle, and in one talent you have the olive branch. In the other hand, you have the arrows, meaning war. Olive branch means that they're coming in peace, but at the same time, he's got war in his heart, just as the scriptures say.
Psalms 55.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
Bring it up.
This book of Psalms, chapter 55, and verse 20. It said, "He had put forth his hands against such, be at peace with them. He had broken his covenant. The words of his mouth."
Because when he approached Jake, Jake was trying to be peaceful.
Yep.
Jake really was, trying to be peaceful. And then what he saw do, so when they let their guard down, that's when the biochemical warfare started.
Right.
And then he came in with the physical swing. Started off because they weakened anyway with the disease he gave.
Yep.
That's how we know, man. This pestilence should be really started by Esau, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
This devil, it's the same playbook, man.
Yep.
All these pestilences around now, Esau, man, the so-called white man.
Yep.
You got it, brother.
Esau, they literally, like the elder said, they got the same playbook, man. Because they did what they did together. They did the same thing when they first arrived in Mexico, man. Right? Because they got there, man, and they went and showed them the land. And like the brother said, hey, he was given 20 women, and they eventually became interpreters and things like that. And then what they do, they turn around and he destroyed them, man. All right, and took their land. So the Esau, they do the same thing over and over again, man. All right, so
Jake forget that. Jake forget that. You look at the pestilence today as we speak. They think it's just some kind of, some spontaneous thing that happened out of nature. Oh, motherfucker, this Esau, man.
Yep.
The devil, the Bible speaks of. Which many ways we know that Esau is the devil.
Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
it's Psalms 55 and 21. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were
That's right. That's what he came to do. War. And the Lord brought Esau over here to punish Israel too.
Yep.
The northern tribes. All right. Jacob's over here. Matter of fact, after you read, I got to preach stuff too. But Jacob's over here doing all kind of wickedness. All right. That's why the Lord had cast us out the land to begin with. So the Lord was with Esau. He put the spirit on Esau to come over here and fuck Jacob. You know what I mean? And that's why Jake couldn't escape Esau.
That's right.
The Lord was with Esau ruling over us. Because it says what? The Most High put the one and set down another.
That's right.
So that's why Esau came to power.
Yep.
You know, the Most High sets the nations up in power, and the Most High set the nation of Esau even up above us.
Yep.
You know, the fourth beast being revived again. You know, in Revelation 13 chapter.
Yep.
That's Esau coming back into power. The Renaissance, that's all Esau come back into power. And what did he do? Conquer the nations.
Yep.
Starting with who? The nation of Israel.
Yep.
Took down the southern kingdom. Then he came over here to, took down the southern kingdom. And then sending other Edomites over here to take down the northern tribes.
Yep.
Because he knew exactly where we was at.
Yep.
And to your point, Elder, he did it with like 400 men. You know, he had a small number.
Yeah.
So that you know the Lord had to be with him.
And it was Jake on that. It was Jake with him too.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the other.
Yeah,
one,
that
of
was
course.
Jim
That was,
Cotton.
No, but yeah, just to your point, just to show you, it was like, you know, they had it had to be a spirit that was on nothing else to come in with a small number of men, and then of course, you know, they like to sow discord, so they understood that they were warring amongst themselves. So of course, Hernan was decided, I'm gonna go meet with their enemy because I want to conquer them, so I'm gonna make league with their enemy, so then we could then go in and conquer.
What, an enemy of my
Divide and
enemy is a friend?
Yep, say it
An
again.
enemy of my enemy is a friend?
Yep. I have just a point in this summary, just to back you up. It said it goes into the strength of each.
Was he finishing that?
I had a little bit
Just a
more.
little bit more.
Yeah. I didn't cut the brother off.
Okay.
It's back in Psalms 55:21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were sharper than oil, yet were they drawn swords. All right, so you know that's the spirit of Esau, man. All right, they come with this lowly, like they trying to provide help, man, and make things better. But at the end of the day, in his mind, he wants to conquer and destroy, man.
Yep.
All right, that's why the scriptures tell you to never trust thy enemy. Thy enemy being Esau, man. Because there's always an ulterior motive with Esau, man. That's why whenever you see Esau pop up somewhere, some bullshit happens, man. Because they like I said, they just want to destroy the nation of Israel, man.
Con.
That was it.
Yeah, I just wanted to back up Baraz's point on the small number. They came over with 2,500 to 3,000 infantry and took down 200,000 Mexica Aztecs.
That's just the first wave.
1% of the population was their military to take down all of Jake like that.
Well, that's superior weaponry, like the article said.
Yep.
Yep. Well, the Lord also helped with the, disease.
Yep.
You know, the smallpox
Yep.
was like a major factor of
Yep.
weakening the nation. You know, to get them broken down. So that was definitely an aid to get, while they're down.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like the Black Plague.
Yep.
Yep.
Abundant plague. That took down a lot of southern kingdoms over there on that side of the world.
Yep. They were on the water. They were surrounded by water, so it was like cut off. They had the military tactics cut off, so they can't leave. Just like in other past times,
They besieged them.
the besiege. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. Yeah. After your precept, we're gonna get back to the article.
Elder, you say you had a precept?
Well, I had one. Oh yeah, I can read it. Go ahead. This is Hosea, because his brother said Jake was already divided over here. That's why Esau was able to take him down. It says that a nation divided against itself shall not stand.
Con.
So it says Hosea 10:1, Israel is an empty vine, he bringeth forth fruit unto himself. According to the multitude of his fruit, he had increased the altars. It's going to Jake idol, it's like an idol worshiping. Northern tribes that Ephraim had that golden calf. Jake do all kind of bugged out idol worshiping.
Yep.
To this day.
Yep.
To this day. It says, according to the goodness of his land, they have made goodly images. Their heart is divided. Now shall they be found faulty. See, the Most High found fault with all the tribes. We getting on, we talking about Issachar right now. Hey, the Lord found fault with us. All right. That's why we all went down as a nation. That's why we all is being oppressed together as a nation. Because the Lord found fault in us. Why? Because we broke that covenant.
Yep.
That's what it all go back to, breaking that covenant.
Yep.
That's why these things came upon us.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. That's what I got. Go ahead.
Okay, you have one? Yep.
Jeremiah 10:2. Thus said the Lord.
Oh, slack it. I had a little more.
Okay.
It says, he shall break down their altars, and he said, he shall spoil their images. For now they shall say, we have no king, because we fear not the Lord. All right. What then should a king do to us? All right. So, hey, that's the whole point. As a nation, we didn't put ourselves in remembrance of to fear the Lord.
Right.
That's Jake number one problem.
Yep.
Not fearing Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
That's the foundation of our problems as a nation.
Right.
Once we realize that, that's why we labor for the Lord. Because we learned the fear of the Lord. It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So when you learn how to fear the Lord, you begin to gain knowledge of why we're in this condition.
Yep.
Why we went down the way we went down. Why this man that's a weakling, but yet he's ruled over us. Why we buried him, but yet he has dominion over us right now, as far as ruling over the Lord's people, man. You know. So that's all I had.
Jeremiah 10:2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them. All right, but it says learn not the way of the heathen. All right, and Jake down there, hey, they was doing human sacrifices.
Forced to.
Yeah.
You forced them. No, I'm saying I'm backing you up. It was forced on them too.
Yeah.
Jake was doing shit, but Esau forced a lot of things on Jake too.
God.
That's why Scripture say the righteous are more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduces him. That's not because Jake got a conscience.
Yep.
To know what's right and what's wrong. That's why you had an inner fight. A lot of inner fight going on with Jake, because Jake is like, man, that ain't right.
Right.
He's like, man, I'm doing it anyway. And Jake knows the judgment for it, so the ones that got the righteous mind to execute judgment, they come against the ones that ain't right.
Yep.
But then it'd be what? It'd be more that ain't right than it is that is right.
That's right.
And then you have an infight going on.
Like you just brought out.
That's why Scripture say there'd be few that be righteous.
Yep.
That's among Jake. You think the Lord gonna knock off 2/3 of his people for no reason? That's the reason why Zechariah 13:8 is there.
Yeah.
The Scripture speak about the remnant, man. You know what I mean? Argue. You got it, bro.
I would say like he brought out Jeremiah 10:2, like these Jake, idol worship and sacrifice, things of that nature. You see, we are the only nation who has ever had a true God. See, the heathen nations, they never had a true God, which is what led them to create idols. See, so Jake worshiping all these various different idols, that's them following after the heathens. Y'all got it.
That was it on mine.
Yep.
It says, it says, this conquest, I'll start at the top of that paragraph again. It says, the conquest of Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire, marked the beginning of Spanish dominance in the region and the establishment of New Spain. This conquest had profound consequences as it led to the cultural assimilation of Spanish culture, while also paving
Another way of saying that Hellenization, Americanization, forcing their culture upon Jake.
Yeah. They actually, as soon as they got to the point of meeting the ruler, they then said, "Hey, we want to set up the cross."
Yeah.
And he was against it. He was like, "Nah," at first, and then he went along with it. So it's like
Seduce, like you said.
Yeah. The ways of the wicked seduce them.
It says, while also paving the way for the emergence of a new social hierarchy dominated by Spanish conquerors and their descendants.
Somebody get Psalms 49 and 11. Let's read that last part again.
Yep, it says, while also paving the way for the emergence of a new social hierarchy dominated by Spanish conquerors and their descendants.
Now read Psalms 49:11.
Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
That's it down to their descendants. You know? That's why the Edomites, when they see Edomites are taught in this world, they come in this world, see they realize they inferior to Jake. But one thing they parents and grandparents teach them is how to have a ruling class mentality.
Yep.
Something that Jake ain't got. We got it because the Lord has blessed us with this knowledge. But most Jake ain't got it. And they learn, how to exhort their dominance over Jake. You know what I'm saying? That's why it could be an Edomite. He a piece of shit. He ain't own nothing, but because his parents or grandparents own something or got money.
Yep.
And he think he better than you.
Yep.
And he think he rule over you. You know what I'm saying? And so the inward thought is that the house will continue forever. They're gonna rule over us forever and dominate us forever. That's their mindset. That's their mind state.
Yeah.
You know. And when you show them that you better than them, they get fucking instantly mad. Because they know deep down that you're superior to them.
Yep.
Because the scriptures say that we're above them.
Yep,
It just be physically we beneath them, but they know.
Precept.
Go ahead, finish up what you got out. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I just want to add on to you. You can see that right now, continuing on forever. We see that today with the MOTB. Okay, and then when you show them that you better, that's who is that right now? The prophets. That's why we're the number one target. Despite what they tell you, we are the number one target of Esau Edom. Okay, we are the biggest threat. That woman over that Israeli consul, Judith Varney Shore, said the number one problem for the state of Israel is the black youth of America.
You know why? Because they know the black youth of America. That's Judah.
Yep.
And then what the scripture saying, Zechariah, that the Lord is going to raise the tents of Judah first.
Yep.
And that's who woke all the rest of us up.
Yep.
I can't speak for every northern tribe out here, but I learned from the southern kingdom. That's the Lord setting up Judah first, so that the inhabitants, which the other tribes, don't magnify themselves against Judah. Because Judah the head tribe.
Yep.
You know, the scepter should not depart from Judah. You know, and the Lord is really causing the tribes to be at peace with one another. Even in the world on some kind of level.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you saying that.
You know what I mean?
Yep. You see the quote unquote what they call interracial marriages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
An all-time high.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this nation of Israel getting back together. But now we getting together in righteousness.
Yep.
Because we actually seeking our power. We understanding what's going on because the Lord have gave us that understanding.
God.
And that's why we're able to go in this history and accuse, well, not accuse, but call out Esau for the atrocities and the things he's done against us.
Right.
Because it's time for him to be judged.
Yep.
The Lord, it said the Lord required that which is past.
That's right.
That's why your receipts coming up.
Yep.
The Lord required that the atrocities that Esau done to Judah on down. You know? Go ahead, Out.
So like, it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Why you think America? Why you think it's called North, Central, South America?
Right.
And wasn't that before they brought they wicked ass over here?
Yep. That's to your point. You have Africa, who was named after Leo Scipio Africanus, and then you have America, who's named after Amerigo's Vespucci, and Jake hates when you bring out that history, but the truth is, how could you have the genes from two Edomites from two separate time periods come together, and they have recessive genes come together and form a nation of people with dominant genes? That's biologically impossible. But Jake can still wants to call themselves African American.
And don't even know what America means.
Don't even know what it means.
America, when you look at the etymology of America means bitterness.
Yep.
The root word bitterness is bitter. Have not this place been bitter unto us?
Yeah.
But the history we're going to right now by this scar proves that this place been bitter to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that simple. You know? That's why it says that Isaiah 30:12, all right? Somebody grab that Bible shot.
I got it.
Jake loved getting treated bitterly.
Yeah.
Like we talk about the Stockholm Syndrome a lot.
Yeah.
Jake loved getting treated like shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't understand Jake, man. That's what I'm scripture say there's no understanding in them.
Yep.
What do you do? And Jacob, man, is Israel a homeborn slave? What's wrong with you guys, man? I hate this fucking place, man.
right.
I fucking mourn every time I wake up.
That's right.
Because I know this man's a devil. I know he's a wicked ruling over us. When I hear bros going through their things, I hear Issachar complaining, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
About their working conditions. That lets you know that we're at the end, man. Issachar complaining about work?
Yeah. It's what they like to do. He is hired.
He is hired. Yeah.
You know?
For real.
Issachar complaining about work, man.
It's
you know,
bad.
The rest of us in trouble.
Yeah.
Shit. Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, starting at verse 12. It says, Wherefore thus saith the Lord, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word.
Yeah, you know, a lot of Israelites, I know some Israelites in the world, they cool jakes. You know, and you talk to them about the truth. Some of them listen. You know, and most of them won't, though.
Yep.
You tell me brothers, they let you like you got 2 fucking heads.
For real.
Brothers with a nigger?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You damn right.
Yeah.
You know? Why you didn't get treated like the so-called Negro?
Right. Right.
You know?
Why y'all live in the same neighborhoods?
Why you riding the Cadillac?
Right.
For example, Friday,
Yeah.
he was selling
Yeah.
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 Perfect example.
Friday, next Friday.
Yeah.
That's why, Jake, whether from the East Coast or the West Coast, from the South to the North, could identify with that movie.
Yeah.
No matter where you live. That's why it was so successful.
If you was a lot of Issachar, they should have a white name, paperwork, birth certificate, and all that. If you was really an Edomite, why he don't treat you like his own?
Right.
If you were different than Judah or the so-called Negro, why he you know what I'm saying? If you're different from him, why you treat you like the so-called Negro? You get treated the same exact way.
Yep.
You brought out earlier, put you in chains too.
Yep.
You had feathers of iron upon your neck. You was chained down. You was in the chain gang, working down there in the field.
They were getting hung as well.
I'm gonna see some pictures and clip it on the video.
One of the top nations of people that's incarcerated right now. So same thing.
They be the cartels.
Yep.
You know, you like you better than Judah. You're not better than Judah. Your ass kicked like the rest of us.
Right.
In society. Go ahead, brother.
If I might add, I think when you apply for a job and then you go through the ethnicity category, isn't it, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it Black American, and then or it'll say
Like Latino, non-white, or something like that. Yeah. So they trying to break that up.
Yeah.
So he saw showing you that you ain't him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. Back in Isaiah 30 and 12, it says, and trust in
So in other words, you need to wake the fuck up. It's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, you need to wake the fuck up. Realize that what? You're part of the Lord's people, man.
Yep.
We ain't forgot this history for no reason.
That's right.
But only the elective Issachar going to hear it and receive it and cling and hearken to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right. That's right.
So this is really for the elective Issachar. You know, the rest of you, we'll see you in the kingdom.
Yep.
Y'all right to those men. Go ahead.
and trust in oppression and perverseness and say thereon.
Right. You want to live here. You want to make a life in a place that's bitter to you. And the scriptures tell us in Micah 2:10 that arise and depart, for this is not our rest.
You got it?
You read it.
Out.
This is book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest."
Right. You work your ass off. You know, it's called work their ass off. Like you said, he is hired.
Yep.
They get the pocket wallet full of money. Wallet can't fit in their pocket. To buy a Cadillac and a big house. Think they're gonna have an easy life. And then Esau coming to port you all the time. You've been up here 20 years, 30 years, work your ass off. Esau still deport you.
Yep.
And you a Native American too.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yeah, hold that over your head.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Esau separate their families, man. All the time.
Yep.
I've seen with my own eyes.
You just saw it at the border when Trump was in office.
Yeah.
You know, some of them are still displaced.
Who is persecuting the hardest? Issachar.
Yep.
Yeah, because what they say, how many children did they lose in that process?
Oh, God.
With all the different foster
Yeah.
parents and shit, they ain't got no account for them. Yeah, they probably,
Trafficking them.
yeah.
Traffic.
Yep.
Yeah, we at, but where we at?
That's it on that.
Okay.
Oh no, you're wrong.
No,
It says, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Yeah, you looking to make a life in America. The Lord's getting ready to destroy America.
Yeah.
So if you want to remain here, you make a life here, you don't want to serve the Lord.
Precept.
All right, let's go.
It's like, let me read that again. I skipped.
Okay.
It's just from the top. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
Yeah.
It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Even with a sword of destruction. Because the Lord's about to bring that sword of destruction to Babylon.
That's right.
It's
Yep.
that thermonuclear fire.
God.
And if you ain't right with the Most High and His Son, if you ain't serving the Lord with joy in your heart, in which your mind, you're gonna be a part of that bonfire.
That's right.
That's what America gonna be, a big old bonfire.
That's right.
Yep.
The Lord ain't fucking around with Jake, man.
God.
We're in the days right now. If you ain't getting right, with this truth, if you want to stay out there and be Mexican,
Right.
you want to be an Aztec, whatever you claim to be, the Lord gonna zap you, man, by one of these angels or the missiles gonna show up and get you.
Precept.
That's right.
You can go back to Mexico all you want to. Think the Lord can't reach you over there? Jake crazy.
Yeah.
You can't skip the judgment of the Lord, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
And then the Lord gonna do that because why? This place has to pay for the sins, all right,
Right.
that is committed against the Heavenly Father and against His people.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
America has a lot of blood in its hands. And it says the land cannot be cleansed except the blood of him that sheds the blood be shed.
That's right.
So the fact that the Lord's getting ready to judge His place, all right, is because Esau shed a lot of our forefathers or ancestors' blood in this land.
God.
And so it has to be cleansed. That's why the fire is a cleansing agent.
That's right.
The Lord's gonna rain what? Fire on this place.
God.
Yeah.
Just like in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Precept.
It speaks about Edom being overthrown like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
Edom controls Babylon, America. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Right. So if you so-called Mexican out there, so-called Aztec out there that that believe in the Heavenly Father and His Son, you better get in the gear and serve the Lord with a pure mind.
That's right.
Because the Lord's getting ready to destroy this place. And only elected you're going to be delivered. And that goes for all the tribes.
Yep.
But we just on Issachar right now. And I know, and all you Issacharite brothers out there that's teaching, whether it's in English or Spanish, hey, shalom to you, Sister Aki.
Right,
Man.
shalom.
I know a lot of you. You know what I mean?
That was it.
Go ahead. Okay. We're gonna wrap.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 20 and points in 15, and it says, and whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
Yeah. So if you not like you go to Revelation the 7th chapter, it speaks about the elect. 12,000 of Judah, 12,000 Ephraim, 12,000 Levi, 12,000 of Joseph, which is Ephraim, 12,000 Issachar. You're not found written in the book, you're gonna get zapped or you're gonna get thrown in the fire.
That's right.
Yep.
Well,
Be part of one of those whatever the spirits of vengeance are coming after.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We try to get to the kingdom. We try to get to that rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
That true rest. The kingdom of heaven gonna be our rest.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
well,
We're gonna have. It says that in Jeremiah 30 and 16.
Yep.
All right. Matter of fact, somebody
I
get
got
it.
it.
All that devour thee
Yeah.
I got it.
Shall be devoured.
shall be devoured. Yeah.
Bring it out.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devoured thee shall be devoured.
Right. And we talking about Issachar being devoured. Go ahead.
And all thine adversaries,
Which
every
are our enemies. Every one of them shall go into captivity. There you go. He puts you in captivity. You're going to have him in captivity. You don't want that? I want that.
That's right.
I want to put Esau ass in the fucking fetters of iron.
Yeah.
Shackles upon his feet. I want to put a yoke of iron on his neck.
Make 'em
I want to
pay
whip
for
his ass with that rod of iron. You know? Hey, man, that's how I want that.
it. Yeah.
I want to dash his little ones to the stone.
Yeah.
You know? I want to feed his kids to fucking wildlife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Straight up. Yeah.
I want to hit him on top of the head, man. I want to fucking, I want payback, man.
Yeah.
And the only way we're gonna get payback is through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
That's right. That's right.
Put that.
I get angry when I hear about, we reading this history. You should get mad, man.
Yeah.
You should be pissed the fuck off, man.
That's right.
You know? Esau done a number on us, man. The tribes weeped and mourned for many a years. You know, the two witnesses it speaks about. All right, hey, Jake was in mourning, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. And they that spoiled thee shall be spoiled, and all that preyed upon thee will I give for a prey.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun rule over them, man.
That's right.
And I can't wait, man.
Can't wait.
I can't wait. And I know you argument for the same way.
That's right.
You know? Hey, so with that,
All right, with that, we hope this lesson was edifying for the elect body of the nation of Israel. Once again, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well and teaching us is 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you was a shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and once again, we're going to have this article pasted in the description box, all right? So you can go and read it for yourself. A lot of good history. Hey, it's time to repent. Israel, time to repent. Come up out of this place, all right? That's right. So once again, shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasharal.
Kwam Yasharal.